Hello again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Hey, how you doing on this day after Thanksgiving? And I hope that, as always, that this video finds everybody doing well. I had such a good time with the live show yesterday. And for those that, of course, were super busy yesterday and didn't have an opportunity to visit the live Thanksgiving trivia game show, you may want to check it out. And it's up and it's here for replay anytime at your convenience, and test your knowledge about trivia of Thanksgiving nature. I want to talk to you today about the day after Thanksgiving and points of interest regarding the infamous but well-beloved Thanksgiving Day leftovers. I want you to see precisely what I did with some of mine, okay? First of all, it really pays to get this kind of tray. I don't know if it's, I can't turn it too much because I don't want the stuff to fall out. You'll see my chicken thigh. You'll see some of my stuffing. You'll see my cranberry sauce. These trays are so valuable, and they come with the cover to go with it. So right away, I'm dividing up my food for fast, convenient, future frozen dinners of my own that I know what is in it. And, you know, food safety, and these covers are really cool because they seal them airtight as I'm pressing down tightly. You heard the snap, right? So these are so worth it. So get out there if you can get these, you know, the compartments. And then these are nukeable. Now, in my case, I don't have a microwave yet. My mother never wanted one. I just never bothered to get one. But at least I could store these nicely. When it's time to heat them, I just put them in a regular bakeable baking tray. Okay, so I'll sit here covering up my. Look how big these guys were. Okay, you see I have some leftover sweet potatoes, of course my cranberry sauce, and so anytime I want to revisit my Thanksgiving Day meal, I just yank out one of these whenever. So these are really, really worth it. Okay, so that's one thing. I did the chicken thing, and I did the chicken parts thing. And I did it for ease and convenience so that when I'm doing my leftovers like this, how easy is that? Okay. But for many people who did a roaster of some sort, let's say like a roasted larger turkey or roasted chicken, for example, the key is this. Don't let the bird sour, if you will, in your refrigerator. Some people just keep picking off the bone throughout the week. They don't even cover it right. You get sometimes too many hands just literally just lift up the foil and put their dirty hands in there and peel off a piece. I mean, I've seen people do this in some places, and it's kind of gross. But anyway, it also just has a souring effect if you leave it in your fridge and do nothing about it for days on end, forever and ever. Not a good idea. Now is the time. It's still very fresh. I mean, it's the day after Thanksgiving. Hopefully you had a few hours sleep since last night to right now. Today is the day. You keep some down for today's leftovers, right? Which you want to heat up probably and do other things with. And just cut away from the bird your parts. If you like to divide your meat into separate things like darker meat, whiter meat, whatever people preferring the way they're eating, drumstick, what other sections you want, okay? Do all of that today. Start freezing today. And if you have like little pieces, you think that they're not valuable, that's not true. Because that could be used in a soup or a stew or in a sauce. A pot pie. Keep future ideas in mind. So keep up those little crumbly bits. Don't waste them. Take everything off that you can. And if you think you're finished, you're wrong. You have the bones of which you can make a, bone soup from the turkey or your chicken or whatever. I love utilizing the leftover meals. Okay, two of these meals are going in the freezer. And one of these is going to be kept down for today or tomorrow. just like that. I'm just storing them for neatness, okay? And so please utilize your bird now. Don't let it just sit in your refrigerator souring. While that's away in the freezer, you can consider future recipe ideas. Go over to wonderful channels like the How Debbie Saves channel, and she's just so fantastic with meal planning and all that. Other channels, tremendous channels like Living on a Dime to Grow Rich. I mean, the information there is just fantastic, and the books and the great recipe ideas. At the end of the day, you're going to save money, because isn't that what this whole thing is about? Enjoying your food, enjoying your life, making it easier, and saving money to boot. So I just thought I'd share, a couple ideas. Now, what do you do with like extra pies? I mean, do you eat all of your pie right now? Don't get me wrong, of course, the temptation to eat those pies is always great. But here's what you could do as well. Pies freeze well. Well, in my life, okay? Freezing an apple pie is great. And let's say you have like these kind of plates that comes, in the pie box. And sometimes people forget themselves. They throw away the box and they just keep it on this plate. But that's okay. You put your remainder of the pie on the plate and just wrap it up in foil tightly. And if you want to double bag it, that's up to you. But just put it in your freezer. There is such a thing as next week, okay? Or, because, sometimes I think the reason why people go overboard is they do overkill too much at the same time. You don't have to eat the whole pie in one setting. My other half of the pie is in the freezer. So I have the other pie stuff, in the freezer. Two reasons. One, it's saving money. The other reason is to avoid the temptation of eating it all within like 2 or 3 days. I don't want to do that, because I have changed my relationship with food. Now, let's get back to, let's say you bought a whole bunch of produce, okay? I always like to keep a bowl of fresh fruit available 24/7, because you just never know. I have my apples, I have my pears, I have nice, vitamin C oranges. Don't forget about them. Use them. Sometimes because, candies or pies or holiday cakes take over the show. And then all of a sudden, you might find yourself wasting your fresh fruit. So that's why when you're purchasing fruit, which you should, I like to purchase apples. Apples keep a very long time. And I'm not just only enjoying them in the fall. I like apples all year long, okay? I like to have, all right, pears can be tricky, okay? Pears can be tricky because, you kind of have to use them like within 4 to 6 days. When they start feeling like too mushy, you better use them right away, because then it's just going to be a waste of money. And I'm not a snob about apples. I could go for the Macintosh. I could go for the other kind. I don't know every brand. I don't care. You can make an apple crisp. Use your, utilize some nuts. If you don't, suppose you want pie, but you don't have pie, make an apple crisp. So right now is the day. This is the key day. The day after Thanksgiving. The day when you're like not so tired. You took hopefully a little rest. And that's basically it. So I just thought I'd remind you of some common sense practices. Some Dollar Tree sell these kind of containers, and they really are worth it, and they are a great gift idea. Okay, and I love the compartments in them. And by the way, these were gifted to me from my wonderful subscriber and mostly friend, Sharon Jackson. She got them for me last year. Bless your heart. I do use them, just so as you know. So there. All right, everybody. I just wanted to wish everybody a happy remainder of the day. I'm not going to do the Black Friday shopping gig. I want to start fishing through some of my Christmas decorations and start, putting on the music, heating up some more of that apple juice, which was my fake apple cider, and, sitting down with that and enjoying my day. So I hope that everybody is doing well and continuing to enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend. It's possible I might go live tomorrow for a little while in the morning. I'm not sure, maybe around 9-10 o'clock. Not definite, possible. Once I know for sure, then I'll post a a little bit of a post to let you know. And thank you everyone who participated yesterday. And if you missed yesterday's live, check it out, do the trivia questions. So in the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Don't waste your food. Start cutting up the old Bertaruno today. Don't let it start souring, okay? Okay. Have an amazing day, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Have a great day.